Good evening, dear friends. Bon appetit to everyone else who is eating. It seems like just recently, on March 8th, we celebrated last year? Yes, and everyone was waiting and waiting, when finally this red day of the calendar, the reddest day, will appear on our calendar again. Well, finally he has arrived. We've been eagerly waiting for him for a long time. Our favorite holiday is with you, dear friends. I can't leave without a gift and without attention to our dear beloved subscribers who are waiting with impatience for this moment when, finally, they can multiply their already unsurpassed beauty many times over. And today, friends, look, is the hint clear to you? This hint. Today we will increase the beauty of your face approximately 15,000 times with you. You will become so beautiful that after these 3 days off, they won't recognize you at work. They will say that this beauty came to work with us. Who is this? An intern after university, perhaps? Or even a schoolgirl came to us. Also carry your passport with you in stores just in case. So, friends, for starters, here's a question. Name the strongest muscle in your face, the muscle on which the condition of all other muscles depends. And even one could say, which muscle? This is a hint and a clue. This muscle works for you throughout the day more than anything else. Stronger than anything else, it is most likely developed. You constantly use it, even if you don't particularly like to strain yourself with physical loads, but you use this muscle. Write in the comments your correct answer. Yes, I give you a second. So, the correct answer, who did not have time? This is, of course, the chewing muscle. But the same applies to the temporal muscle, which is located next to it. It also participates in the movement of our lower jaw. And for someone, this will be a surprise and unexpectedness. But also inside here, we have wing-shaped muscles, which also belong to the chewing muscles. But we are interested in these two right now. The very chewing muscle, the masseter is called in Latin, its original name, so to speak. And the second one is the temporal muscle. These two muscles are constantly working not only when you eat, not only when you chew holiday cakes or pies, or, for example, what your man cooked for you on March 8th in the morning. The smell of a fried chicken woke you up. You will crunch it, but these muscles also work when you talk. You love, for example, to have conversations, and this muscle also works during this. No other muscle in our life gets such a load as these two. And what happens, friends? In these muscles, tension spots are constantly formed. These spots cause a disruption of the venous flow. Disruption of the venous flow from our head. Excess fluid accumulates. Wherever it accumulates, wherever it is, as you might think, where you would guess, it's a riddle. It accumulates not only on the face itself. We all struggle with swelling on the face. Do something there. Apply cream and other things, it also doesn't help. Why? Because this area, the area under the hairy part of the head, also needs attention. And it is in this part that a large amount of excess fluid is located. Specifically under the scalp, above the scalp, inside the scalp, in the hairy part of the head. If a lymphatic venous congestion occurs in this part, no matter how you fight with facial edema, no matter how you fight with puffiness, wrinkles, these various secondary effects, wherever they come from, a new portion forms for the next day. Therefore, our task with you is to eliminate this kind of congestion, the source of swelling. For this, we need to bring this dry helmet back to life with you. We have two muscles here. These are the temporal muscles here, and forward is the frontal muscle, which also plays a huge role in the formation of mimic wrinkles here. And the gallia aponeurotica is stretched between these two muscles. Someone, after all, coined the term helmet. Not very romantic, but it reflects reality. So, friends, it's time to deal with this problem. It's time to take control of your beauty. And, as they say, we are doing it immediately, right here. Today, a masseur is helping me. Not quite. See the ball you're used to, and look at it, what it's like, on a special stand, like this. And the ball, look how big it is. It's bigger and softer. You've gotten used to such a ball, to this one, and it's much bigger. It can help me relieve tension in the highest muscle. So, friends, what are we going to do with you? Look, we will start working on the temporal muscle with you exactly with this ball. But you can also use it, for example, for tennis. There is such a game, tennis, big tennis. There is a ball, it is yellow, and rackets are also used. And the principle of the game, you need to hit the ball with a racket. But also this ball, few people know, originally it was invented for massage just to improve health and beauty later, as a side effect. Tennis arose on the basis, here it is, friends ball. We take this, put it accurately, turn on our favorite channel of Alekseev Anton on YouTube, and of course, the one that many have already subscribed to, liked, commented, and accurately. Here we start working. First, get acquainted with your mouse. Divide it into three parts. Here is the back part, the middle, the front part. Try to massage each of these parts with your hands first. You will not touch the diseased parts because the muscle is quite large. It needs to be worked out for a long time and deeply. And with all the weight of your head, you press on this ball and work it out in this way. You can do this in motion. Massage the front part separately, a little higher, a little lower, this muscle, then the middle part. If you found a sore spot, there can be quite a lot of them in this muscle. Stop on it, work it out longer. To the back part, also pay attention. Work out all the spots. Do it so that they are completely painless. This muscle didn't develop instantly. Half of the face became younger, approximately years. 15 years younger than the other. But we don't need that. We need both of us to rejuvenate half of our faces. So we will repeat the same thing with you on the opposite side. This procedure you can do longer. That is, now I show you intensively enough quickly. Here it is. But you work more thoroughly. All these diseased parts directly above the ear, slightly forward from the ear, slightly behind from the ear. It may be enough sick if you do it for the first time. So don't press too hard. Softer ball you can use, but this is the most convenient, the best for this. So friends, the first part, after this procedure, you can feel how fresh blood begins to pour to your head. A little as if the vision has become brighter. The colors, this is what is happening now. I am telling you now. As if with my body, we work this high muscle with you further. The turn of my second assistant, a small ball on a stand, came here, what I am doing. But you can use a regular standard for this. Yes, here it is. You can also do this if you will try to massage the temporal muscle with your hands. Start with this part under the skull bone. Also work it out first to work out the muscle. Slightly open your mouth so that the muscles relax first. Massage this part under the skull bone. Here, then slightly lower. Divide the muscle into three parts, but you can also do this with this thing. That is, work out here. It can also be quite painful, but it is more likely to be here, and there will be very painful parts. Why is it so important to bring these two muscles in order? From the state of the temporal muscle, the state of this part will depend. That is, if you have noticed that you constantly have tension in the muscles of the eyebrows or between the eyebrows, you want to frown your eyebrows or, on the contrary, raise your forehead up. They are poorly controlled. You need to remove the tension of these larger muscles first. It depends on them how all the other facial muscles will work. That is, now we are working with you on the chewing muscle, and the condition of the chewing muscles will depend on the condition of all below the eyes. There are a lot of muscles here. Here we have muscles that lift the lip, lift the corner of the mouth, lift the wing of the nose, and we can work them out separately. But if the largest, most powerful muscle of our face is in hypertonus, all this will be ineffective. Therefore, first we need to remove the spasm, remove the tension in the chewing muscles. Also, friends, besides the fact that we can work out the same chewing muscle from the outside, also with the help of your hand, which you put behind the cheek from the inside, and the second hand, acting on the chewing muscle from the outside, you can work it out like this. As you see from two sides, here are two chewing muscles, and one is slightly outside. Under the angle, the other is slightly inside, and just you can see these muscles work out from the outside. Like this, it takes like this you do here. Fingers put your hand here, and you will get here on this part. Here, on this part of the muscle. Also, you work out in this way. Take here, here, here. This place. You worked with one. And from the other side. But this front part, you can only do this all the rest of the muscle. You exactly massage with a ball here. You can also, of course, act the same as with the temporal muscle. You can also lie down, do this straight lie down like this in this way, and massage either like this in this way. You need to put something on the ball, for example. Yes, here and here. So here, please watch your series, but very sickly. It will be the first time. Do not bring just severe pain. Do it gradually, friends. Also, one of the side effects of the action on the biting muscles. Biting muscles, their relaxation is this. Multiple enhancement of blood supply to your so-called ear hearing organ. That is, when we relax the chewing muscle, we not only remove the swelling from this part of the face under the eyes and your second chin, which, by the way, has a great significance. The tension of the chewing muscles in the formation of the second, even the third and fourth chins. But a side effect that interests men who are not all interested in beauty and who can solve the problem of the second chin with the help of a beard, they also feel the significance of this exercise and the effect in the form of improved hearing. Don't be surprised if you hear the whisper of mosquitoes. If you hear the sound with which the first snowdrop breaks through to meet the March sun. If you hear how the May beetles rustle in the core of the linden, or how sweetly a fly buzzes between your glasses in the frame. Windows. Don't be surprised, this is a side effect of this exercise, and if you have a noise in your ears, for example, you can also stop hearing it. Be ready for this, don't be afraid. So, friends, we have done something incredible with you. We have improved the blood flow to our face so much and removed the swelling and created conditions so that there is no swelling at all, that now you will have to be very careful and accurate. Because there will be many admiring glances. They will have to endure it. They will have to endure how they look at you and admire your beauty. March 8th, what will you do? And now the final stage. After we improve the blood flow, what we talked about with you, we need to remove the swelling in this area, in the area of the dura mater itself. Here, you can use these two devices. And there is also such an attachment. Look, there is a dry suit helmet itself. The first thing we do, first you need to restore its mobility. Move it with your hands, like this you do. Just touch with your fingers and move all its hairy part of the head. Forward, backward, left, right. You can do circular movements. You will notice that there are such parts that move better. There are those that are worse. And of course, the movement is worse, you move. More if there are still hairs on the head, you take with your hands and pull them. No, pulling out just as if improving. You get your dry helmet from surrounding tissues, also improving mobility. Further here or this ball, you work it out too, all in your hairy part of the head. There will also be many diseased parts. You remove them, or this well or ball. Just that is you. Your task is to find a diseased part, if very sick to press, and hold if not very move, make movement. So we not only improve blood supply specifically to the brain itself, but also as just excess fluid. We remove from this part so that it does not go down later. Well, and of course, look at this device, also very convenient. Because here you see like a spinner. Can do. Also here. So these places also very, very, very useful to work out. Who does not grow hair? After this possible, all that you like, either they will grow better or nothing will change, but it will definitely not get worse. Here the blood supply will improve. We work all this out, this whole part, because many of you struggle with tension, here in the temporal part. But you will notice as soon as you touch and work out this whole hairy part of the head, you will notice how much to relax here, the muscles of the lob. Your who did already felt, even who watched already felt. Well, what friends? Here and our release ends, but your beauty only just gaining momentum. So watch this video. Can again. No one forbids you to put it on repeat again. But who understood from the first time, it doesn't matter. Anyway, friends, I sincerely congratulate you on the holiday. See you at the new broadcasts on March 8th, too.